Now the word is, Unai Emery wants to or needs to sell more players to raise more funds to buy at least 2 more players in these 3 weeks before the transfer windows close. So the big question is, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which next players are set to go? Let's get into this installment of Cannon Fodder, which brings you transfer news involving Arsenal players coming in and out of AFC. Hi and welcome again to Cannon Fodder, the channel that gives you transfer news involving Arsenal players coming in and out of AFC. So yes, again in my intro, I'm talking about Unai Emery. Apparently, or allegedly, he's in a rush to sell some players to raise more funds to buy at least 2 more players before the transfer window closes in more or less 3 weeks' time. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which player is set to go? Well, there's one player who for me has been like a bit of an enigma, because when you look at his international stats, he's like a different player. Scored best part of 16 goals in 40 appearances for England. But when he came over to Arsenal, like 4 years ago, this guy has been blighted with injuries, loss of form. I just don't know what's going on with Danny Welbeck. And just to make his situation even worse, the arrival of Laka and Aubameyang has put him even lower down the pecking order. So if it were me, I would probably say that we would sell Danny Welbeck. And lo and behold, Everton are coming knocking on the door for Danny Welbeck. Yeah, 4 years. I can't believe it's been 4 years since we've had Danny Welbeck. But yeah, he's been, such an enigma. It's weird because the guy's powerful, he's tall, he's strong, he's fast. But the end product and the injuries have just sent him down, plummeting that pecking order. So I imagine literally, I can't really talk on Unai Emery's behalf, but I think probably, Welbeck, he's probably going to be set, to leave Arsenal. A really indifferent, 4 years at Arsenal. And again, even before he came to Arsenal, it's a sign. Which we'll carry on. But even when he came from Man U, he came with that record of being injured at the wrong time. But I'm not sure how much Everton would be willing to stump up for Welbeck. But yeah, I would definitely sell him. I would say Lucas Perez is a better player, in my personal opinion. Lucas Perez is a better player, complete player than Danny Welbeck. The guy literally, he's positive, always going forward, bringing in other players. Yeah, I will keep Lucas Perez and sell Danny Welbeck. Danny. Alright, and another player that I've spoken about quite a few times on this channel, and it's probably been the funniest bit of news, if it is true, that I've heard this week, which is Petr Cech wanted by his old club, Chelsea. They can have him back. Yeah, honest, they can have him back. And I remember that their captain at the time over there in Chelsea, John Terry, was saying, you know what, Petr Cech, he's a great goalkeeper and he will save Arsenal at least 10 points. 10 points! What happened to those 10 points, man? Those 10 points. The man only saved one penalty. One penalty in his time at Arsenal. Doesn't inspire any confidence. His clearance, he can't kick the ball for squat doodly. 10 points. Nah, no. So, if it is true, because apparently Courtois is reported, to be leaving and heading out of the door at Chelsea. So they're looking for a replacement. So yeah, they can have Petr Cech back, man. Yeah, secret agent Czech. Yeah, he can go, man. He can go. And the funny thing is, it's like, you look at David Ospina. He's been waiting as, the number 2, because, you've got like a president and there's a vice president. You've got a prime minister and deputy prime minister. And you've got the head teacher and deputy head teacher. And you've got Ospina, number 2. And they brought Leno. Where's Ospina going to go, man? Would he want to stay at Arsenal? I feel sorry for David Ospina, man. But yeah, getting back to Petr Cech. Yeah, if Chelsea do want to buy him, like the buyback clause, they can have him back, man. Okay, and just onto some other news that as of today I've seen there, especially on Twitter. Chumba Akpom, he's going to be heading out of the door as well. He's going to be going back to the Belgium side, Sint Truiden, for 2 million. So there's £2 million there for you, Unai Emery. Save it up, and buy 2 more players. If you can in the next 3 weeks. Yeah. So Mr. Akpom, thank you for your services, and it's next. And just one other bit of not news, but I saw online that apparently Arsenal legend Robert Perez said the best Arsenal signing has been. Imagine who he said the best Arsenal signing has been in this transfer window. Yeah, Unai Emery. He said Arsenal has bought the best person at Arsenal. That is Unai Emery. Do I agree with that? Yeah, so far so good. But again, the real acid test is going to be when we start against Man City, the first match of the season. But yeah. Robert Perez, the best signing so far in the transfer window has been Unai Emery. Anyway, so you have been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel that gives you transfer news involving Arsenal players coming in and out of Arsenal. Breaking news.